Welcome back, everyone, to Hurley's Hobbies. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm not going to be making a project. I'm going to be showing you past projects that either myself or my husband Dan has made. We do have, most of the things are either painted or put together. And when I was a teenager, almost 20, during that time, my father used to make duck decoys. And he actually taught Dan how to do them because he thought that Dan would, take over that part of his life. And so he taught Dan how to make duck decoys out of blocks of wood. I believe they were bass and cedar, I think. But anyway, they used hand tools to carve the bodies and knives and hand tools to do the heads. And my dad showed Dan how to do that. So we do have a few of those. And my husband and myself, we painted them to look, like the real birds out there. And I do have some, I believe there's 6 or 7 items that I have put together in there. We also have those ceramic statue type things that Dan has painted. I do want to show you those. They're all in this one cabinet. Everything pretty much in there is something that myself or Dan has, made or painted or put together or whatever, except for one item. There's a little, I think it's a vase or a cup or something. Our grandson Noah, he's just turned 7 at the beginning of the month. He made this item in school. I believe it's out of clay, and then, they got to shape it and everything themselves, and then their teacher put it in the kiln and dried it for them, after they painted it. So he's really proud of it. I'm really proud of it. It's really cute. I think he got the artistic gene passed down to him. So I'm kind of excited to see what he's going to make in the future. But I do want to show you that item too, because it's something I'm really excited about. So I will get the camera set up, moved over to the cabinet. It's in between the dining room and the living room, and I will pull out some of the items. I will, I guess, do a close-up of others that I don't really want to move. So I will get that taken care of here in just a couple minutes. All right, so this is the cabinet. I guess I can show you, step back here and show you the whole thing. It's got a glass front, so there's going to be a little bit of a glare. But these are basically the items that I wanted to tell you. See the ducks? There's 2 mallards. No, there's 2 wood ducks, I guess. 1 mallard. There's the mallard. There's the 2 wood ducks. And then our loons, these things. And of course you can see the beak on the one. One of our dogs in the past chewed the end off of it. But you all can also see the little airplanes that I've made. I will pull those out and show you. But this is, oh goodness, the glare here. I will pull them out. I've got a couple Harry Potter items. I've got a castle. I think I've got a church and a couple airplanes. And there's Noah's little cup here. So anyway, I will pull these out and show you. Okay, so the first item that I'm going to pull out of here is my F4U Corsair, just like the one that Dan is building out of wood. But this is one of those little kits that you get at the hobby stores. They come pre-stamped on the metal, and they have instructions, and you just put it together step by step, just like a model little car, you know, those little plastic things that they make. But this is my F4U Corsair. Okay, in here I also have another airplane. This is a P-51 Mustang. And I will show you, I've kept the packaging and the instructions for each of these things. So this is another little project that I have. This is the Weasley house from Harry Potter. This was actually my very first one. It probably was a little more difficult of one that I should have done for my very first. But, you know, I was so into Harry Potter at the time that I thought, oh, I'm just gonna put it together. And then this is the Hogwarts train. They do come apart, but not very easily. There's a little front. But anyway, that's that. This is the church. I'll show you the packaging that'll have the description and everything from with the church. But I mean, they're really nice details on them. You know, it takes a few days if you work on them a couple hours at a time. I have a harder time now since I've had my cataract surgery on my eyes, so I can't look at them and work on them as long as I used to. But this is the castle. And this is the castle that Walt Disney supposedly got his ideas for his castles that he built. I believe the one in California especially. But this is the one he got the idea for. It's got a little courtyard in there, and they're really, really nice. And they're all different pricing. I think they're between like $10 and $20, maybe $24. Dan's also got items in here, like all of their Indians, which he's got to do touch-ups on them because they're, you know, the paint's been chipped off from probably the grandchildren looking at them and see they're broke in places. But this is something, I mean, he did an excellent job doing. And this is one of the wood ducks. This is the male. I don't know if you can tell, but we've wood burned it. And I'm going to be showing you some wood burning. I actually do that as well as my husband. But I've got a couple projects I want to do with the wood burning. But I believe he painted this one or stained it. I'm not sure if it's actually paint or it feels and kind of looks like a stain. I know the white and like the oranges and things and yellows are paint, but I believe the other parts are stained. But there's the male. This is the female. Of course, the males are always more beautifully colored. But, you know, we tried to get as much detail on them as we could. This is another one that Dan painted. It's got a little wolf here. I believe that's a horse, bear. There's the back, not as attractive, of course, but that's another one of Dan's projects. And of course, they do get banged up from me because I am a natural klutz, natural born klutz. But here's another one. Chief on the warpath. But he's even painted war things on the, you know, decorative, just a little bit, tiny little touches. But even this little guy, he's, you know, he's banged up in the waters, you know, but Dan painted the fish down here and everything. So I don't know, I thought it was a really good job for something that he did probably when he was like, I don't know, 20 years old, 25 maybe. But this is Noah's project. There's the insides. This is the outside. And the bottom, of course. There's Noah. But this is, you know, I mean, I thought that was pretty good for, well, he was 6 at the time. He's 7 now, but I don't know. I think that's adorable. So I told him I would put it in here with Papa's special stuff. So he was super excited about that. So I will show you details of the little kits that I bought. So I will be right back. Okay, so this is my project, I guess, where I put all the instruction papers, the patterns, anything that I want to have saved. I just bought, you know, a notebook with these plastic sheets. So I have them in here in the order that I built them. So the very first item, like I said, was the burrow. That's the Weasley house. But they come, you know, in these packaging. So everything's in here sealed around the outsides. The metal sheets that they have them like pre-stamped so you don't have to actually cut them out. But they do have little sharp pieces on them that you should, you know, you really should trim them. But these are the instructions. Some of them are huge papers, some are just like little sheets like this. But they're, you know, there's the sheets. Yeah, this one particular one had 2. And then when you do the directions, it tells you exactly, you know, exactly step by step how to do them. So you just follow along with each one. It's pretty, I mean, pretty easy. I'm sure children could do these. I believe they have, which I will look on this package here. Oh, ages 14 and up. So they do tell you, you know, a suggestion of, you know, and they've got little thing here telling you like how hard this is. This was like probably like a middle of the road one, like medium hardness. So I should have probably picked an easier one for the first one. But then the second one I did was my F4U Corsair. So, and this one was, oh, $6.95 at the time when I bought it. I think I bought it maybe a year, maybe 2 years ago. It was when Dan had his trouble with his arm, when he had to have surgery on his arm. That's when I bought these, because we went to the hobby store for him to buy things, and I was just wandering through the store and asked him if I could buy a couple things for me to do while I was, you know, nursing him. So this is, let's see, Hogwarts Express Train, it says. And this one is actually a little bit harder to do. It is a 14 plus. I should double check the Corsair. I think the Corsair was an easy one. Oh no, some semi-easy, I guess. But this one does say 14 plus, so maybe they're all 14 pluses. So then the next one I did was an airplane again. That's the P-51 Mustang. This one was an actually easy one. And this one says ages 14 plus. I think it's because of you have to be careful with the metal pieces. They do, I've made myself bleed quite a few times, but you know, I am klutzy, so if you're a little more naturally inclined to be careful, you probably would do fine. But this is the Old Country Church, so there's not actually a specific. This one says 14 plus, and it's like a medium difficulty. But they all come with their own instruction pages, and I didn't save any of the metal sheets, of course, because they're, by the time you're done, they're very flimsy, and you know. And this is the name of the castle. I am definitely not gonna try to pronounce it. I think it's German because of the Stein on the end. But this is a 14 plus as well, and this was a little more difficult one. But as you can see, they've got all kinds of different things. I've even seen like butterflies and things. I don't know if these actually had anything like that on the backs, but I have actually, you know, seen butterflies and really cute girly things. But of course, you know, my husband's into airplanes, so I naturally gravitate towards the airplanes. So let me move this out of the way, and then I will show you the 3 kits that I'm going to be doing in the future. This is a B-17 Flying Fortress. Oh goodness, that's way too close, I'm sorry. I'm going to be working on one of these. This was $16. I also have a P-47 Thunderbolt. This one was $12. And these I just bought, oh, probably right before Christmas. Because I was thinking about doing these before Dan came up with the idea of me putting together blankets for the kids, the comforters. So, and then I also have a P-38 Lightning. P-38 Lightning. And this one was $20. So these are the 3, and I will do a detailed video on how I, you know, opening the packages and showing you exactly what's on the inside and all that good stuff. But these are the 3 that I have to do. I will probably do these next. As long as my eyes cooperate, I should have a video completed of each plane within a week. So hopefully I will get that. I will be able to, I guess, work on those. So thank you everyone for watching the video, and I hope you have a great day. Bye. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you liked what you saw, would you please hit that little like button for me? Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you will get videos as I put them out. And if you have any comments or questions, would you please leave them down below? And thank you again for watching the video. Bye.